We're on the pound New Zealand on the 60 currently, but this is a low and tight flag on the lower time frame. So let's drop to the 15 minute, which is where the trade is, and we'll take a look at this. So just remove these orders. So you can see we have a directional pole here. You can see the market consolidating, moving sideways, and we do have a minimum of 2 touches either side, validating this pattern for me, but we need additional confirmation when we're working low and high and tight flags. So let's take a look at what the market has done on the dailies, and right here we've held the structure level, we've had a big lower close, indication here that the market could come lower down to this level. Let's go to the 240. We've been making our way lower and lower, and right here we have just put in another lower close, indicating we could be going lower. Here on the 60, I noticed that we have a 3-point move, a very directional move, a pullback followed by a very directional move, and if we look left, you can see that we still have room to go lower. And what we're seeing right now is we're seeing indecision. This is a sign that we're consolidating, we may be moving sideways, and we may be looking for a low and tight flag. The rules for a low and tight flag, typically they appear in trend, typically very directional. And in this instance, we are in a trend, we're very directional. If I highlight the wicks of this outside return, you can see we've come into that level, and so we can look at this being the very directional pole, or we can look at it being from this point. Either way, we do have now a minimum of 2 touches either side, validating this pattern. Even if you take it from the start of this main leg here, this very directional move, you'll still have a very good reward to risk. Let's just bring back on those orders. So the 127 is there. If you believe price can come lower, depending where the pole starts, you could potentially come down to this psychological number. I'm just going to take a look at that and look left. Do you know, that is more feasible coming down to this level. What I don't want to do is take profits too early, but no, I'm actually going to keep them where they are. So I'm not too sure where the start of the pole is, so I'm going to take it from I know where it definitely starts as a minimum, because I still have a good reward to risk, and at the end of the day I want this trade to win, not go halfway down and then turn. So what is the risk? Well, the risk is just this much, but with it being the pound New Zealand, these have a very big ATR. They move an awful lot, and so it's not often I take trades on these other currency pairs. So the risk here is 33. The reward is 62, so almost a 2-to-1 reward to risk. Stop has gone above the highest point because we do have this psychological number here. I've gone 13. Let's have a look what the ATR is. I'm actually going to go 15 pips above the high there, so that's going to give it a bit more room because it is the pound New Zealand. That's going to make 35 pips or so of risk just there. We're back for the update, and as you can see, the market just rallied down to hit those targets for 62 pips. What I just want to do here is move the fib level up, and I said that I wasn't 100% certain where the start of the pole could be. Could certainly be up here, but I wanted to err on the caution, err on the side of caution, should I say, and either wherever you had your stop here, your target, should I say, you got hit. But for me, I had them in that spot, and that was a beautiful pain-free trade for 62 pips.